On stage, Trump is boasting about the largest ever transfer of wealth. Is this something to do with computers? We will also investigate this. Here with us is Goldman Sachs, head of digital assets. It's fantastic that he has such a good grasp of the issues and can predict which assets will be targeted next. Flair showed us some new tricks in this film. Many others, such XRP Robin Hood, reached out to us. A variety of locations, according to Mr. Trump. The agreement to trade with the UK and China over the weekend marked the greatest change in national wealth in our nation's history. They both thought we should take it down, and the deals are fantastic. We should jot down all of the minor details that Scott will provide in a. While there is still a lot of ground to cover, China has granted the U.S. permission to trade and engage in other activities with them. But it's something the United States must do. We'll observe the outcome. However, we had a fantastic encounter with those two nations. To be clear, everyone, what is happening here? This film is full with controversy, but it appears that more level-headed people are stepping in. As an example, the United States and China have both reduced their pricing policies. Both the US and China reduced their tariffs on each other's goods. The US cut theirs from 145% to 30%, and China from 14% to 10%. Compared to before, that is slightly better. By all accounts, it's more than when Trump initially eliminated tariffs during his inaugural year. Just so we're clear, this is still going to be 11% more than the tariffs that Biden maintained in different regions. And last but not least, we have President Trump formalizing a partnership to conduct business with Saudi Arabia. This celebration appears to be very delightful. Speaking at the upcoming Change Wave is Matthew D. McDermott. At Goldman Sachs, he oversees digital assets on a global scale. Permit me to elaborate. If blockchain technology were to disrupt conventional banking in the near future, what would you say would be the most significant impact? What is the United States will feel the effects of the fixed coin bills that were approved by both chambers of Congress? In what ways will the next revolution manifest itself? I believe that banks may begin using safe coins immediately if the regulations are clear, but there are others who believe that they could be the next big thing. It's possible that you may use that more frequently. Digital cash is now faster for major players to use. That is just amazing. Everyone can see that we're giving it our whole attention. Currently, there is a great deal of focus on the market infrastructure bill. Groups like ours will find this law to be more generic. Obtaining authorization is crucial. Having the option to sell or utilize stable coins while modifying the underlying, possessing the ability to create a balance sheet is essential. There are two major phases, and I'm really looking forward to them. The administration prefers that order, so that's why they're in it. What does it mean in your opinion, briefly? Safe coins are something they're quite enthusiastic about since they believe they will benefit their currency. There are three major currencies in use today: the US dollar, the UK pound, and the EU euro. The currency money is a product of national central banks. For example, the Swiss franc is the currency of Switzerland. Finding the most value for one's money is a universal goal. We need to figure out how to sell US debt to make up for the fact that the rest of the world isn't spending our money nearly as much. The most promising item they've discovered thus far are stable coins. The majority of stable coins are supported by established assets, which is why this is the case. Federally issued bonds. Scott Bessent is being told, hey, if Japan, China, the UK, and some of our other allies are going to sell our debt, we need someone else to buy it to keep the market fair. That might lead to a national catastrophe if we don't. The US dollar might take a major hit if bond prices surge by 5% or 6%. The bond market is currently their focus. Wow, that's provide voice to the stable coin discussion or the money markets and financial services. I think this is a great idea, and I think that strength of character is a major factor in why we put resources into that area of our company. To understand what I mean, just take a look at the current state of the markets. Their closing is easily discernible. Having the ability to close deals when the time comes occurs with great force, particularly during daytime trade. So that's resilience, I suppose. Danger is also essential to me. This is something we've touched on briefly previously. Risk markets using collateral are inherently high risk. This technology can make it easier to transfer objects which can significantly reduce a lot of that. Investment funds or bonds that have been tokenized and have a T+0 price. It's certainly doable. You can find a wide variety of derivatives and other financial products backed by goods whose values are expected to rise or fall by T+1 or T+2 on the market today. It is prudent to maintain larger buffers in order to handle such danger. Facilitating the distribution of collateral becomes a crucial strong. Another one, in my opinion, is being open. A large number of buy-side individuals, private funds, and other forms of funding will be on display over the course of the following several days. It's fascinating because if you can tokenize and grow that market, you can attract a lot of new investors. It is also possible to transmit information and other objects over the air that all users have access to real-time data, which is currently challenging in many industries. It should be obvious how that may be traded more frequently from that point on. Are you in agreement? Many interesting and novel shifts have taken place. We don't think demand will be as high as it would be if trade were available around the clock. Reason being stock market and the trading hours for these alternative bond markets. It doesn't matter the time of day or your location, you have 365 days a year to exchange these assets. In the future, that will be crucial. VanEck is the one that launched the $120 billion government fund that uses tokens. Just a moment, please. 1,200,000,000. Yes, the asset manager. To complement their existing crypto ETFs and VAC funds, they have recently released the Valve Reserve Fund. It's running on the Wormhole and secure Tide-powered Ethereum Avalanche, Solana BNB chain presently. Since you are already using the XER ledger with their Arctic seeds, I feel compelled to show you this. It is already known that VanEck will be looking to purchase XRP products. Working with Ripple has been problematic for Securitize in the past, and it is no longer an option. They have a good grasp of their collaborator. XERP integration is imminent. Your next section details the anticipated